Well, good morning. Happy Tuesday, Wednesday, whenever you're watching this. Now we've all heard of the Port Authority. We've all heard of the streets named after people. This is Bryan Jordan. Now you've heard of Bryan Jordan Drive. Well, this is the man it's named after. And welcome along, Bryan.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. So you're with the Port for how many years are you with the Port for?
45.
45
I
years.
started down there in 1953, and
That's before I was born.
I finished in 1998, and it was exciting the whole time.
Yeah, like we were chatting it before about because we're out at Billawheel at the moment, and we've just been past all the sorghum.
Yeah.
So, and the sorghum used to be brought in.
Sorghum, a great amount of sorghum was shipped through Gladstone. In fact, for a long time, it came in bags and was all stacked. Where now I think, there's oil terminals along the front there along Flinders Parade, in front of what was the old Port Authority office, which is right near the entrance to East Shores.
Oh yeah.
That used to be all stacked there,
Yeah.
and then it would be fellows would split the bags into trucks, and they would be taken to the ship. And the people that did this actually slept in the buildings that are now the workshops.
Along Flinders Parade there.
Yeah, it was a very interesting time actually.
So you'd have watched all that area get reclaimed as well.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
all of that. When I started in 1953,
Yeah.
I rode a bicycle to work along what is Flinders Parade, or sometimes we used to call it Marine Parade then.
Yeah.
But it was only partly sealed,
Yeah.
and the water would come up right to the edge of the road. I think there was one railway line between the water and the road.
And the road, yeah.
But on king tides,
Yeah.
they come right up over that area. So it's absolutely amazing now. I love to go down there and walk at these shores
I bet you do.
to see and to think what was there beforehand and what's there now. Because quite frankly, there was nothing there, just a walkway to a jetty, and there was what we call the Auckland Point Wharf,
Yeah.
and that was it. But now there's one particular road that people can walk along, and I hope someone keeps this in mind and does it. I call it the Long Walk. It goes from Auckland Inlet right through to the Auckland Point Wharf. And it is absolutely quite amazing, because it went over railway lines,
Yeah.
roads, and everything that used to be there.
Yeah.
So no, it has been a very exciting
And
place.
the likes of the coal terminal as well, because the coal trucks would come from here out of Billawheel at
Yep.
Callide.
Yes, they used to quite a large convoy. In fact, at times they used to be parked, waiting to get weighed and to go to the stockpiles. They'd be parked right around the point of Auckland Hill down to where Port Curtis Sailing Club is now.
Yeah.
They park right around there, and then one by one they go over the weighbridge and then over onto the wharf and be unloaded. Locals used to do the shoveling of the coal off the trucks onto the stockpile.
Serious?
They got $1 a tonne. One of the past mayors of Gladstone, Cole Brown, was so well known.
Yeah.
He one night, I said he had the record. He shoved 30 tonnes of coal from the truck, and he got 30 bob. Now, in our money now, $3.
Yeah.
For the night's work.
Yeah.
But that was absolutely phenomenal as far as he was concerned.
What is such a good story. Now, I actually met you, the first time I met you were adjudicating in the Great Debate.
Yes.
And I think I was on the third one, because the likes of Jan Vixie Brown and that was in Size Matters, and I think even our mayor, Matt, he was in one of the debates at the start.
Right. Yeah.
And I was in Footballers for Fairies.
Oh, yes, I remember that. Yeah.
You remember that one? Yeah, because I was on there with Chris Trevor and Robin Sermon, and they were up against the mayor's wife. She was on the affirmative.
Yes.
Actually on the negative. No, I can't remember what I was doing. But I was dressed up as a fairy in a tutu, and it was a lot of fun.
I remember quite well those.
Yeah.
And it was, we did, I think I did 10 of those great debates. Rotary ran, and became very successul.
They did.
People got to enjoy them because it was done in a way of fun, without a lot of seriousness.
Yeah.
And I always remember one night, the proceeds were going to the lifesavers, the young lifesavers, whatever they call them, and this team from Tanham, I think it was, lifesaver people, boys, came in their outfits, their life-saving outfits, and they come up onto the stage and was interviewed.
Yeah.
And one of the boys, I said to him, look, I'll ask you some questions, but just answer it if you're talking to your mates.
Yeah.
So I said to him, when you're on that boat, the rescue boat, and the waves are coming over and you're rowing like hell, what's it like? Oh, he said, it can be a bit tricky. He said, you find half the time that your speedos are right up your ass.
Which they were.
Which they were. And as I said, but they were just lovely kids and so natural. And the thing is, lifesavers do a wonderful job.
Yeah.
And I often think we talk about the service people, the police, the ambulance, the fire brigade, and all these sort of things, but often forget the lifesavers who are there all the time.
They are.
You haven't got to wait for a disaster. No. They're there to try and
watching what you're doing. Yeah, they do. They do a wonderful job. Yeah, so we're out at Billawheeler today because you're part of the men's shed in Gladstone.
Yeah.
Yeah, how long have you been part of that for?
I think I joined about 3 years ago.
Yeah.
I can't. I have some restrictions on my mobility.
You do, because we've got
can't do a lot. But
got the walker there.
I try to help where I can,
Yep.
and it's a wonderful interest.
It is.
Men's Shed is an amazing organisation. I never realised before I joined just how amazing it is.
Yeah, and it's not just about making stuff either.
No.
It's that camaraderie.
That's correct.
Yeah.
And men come into the shed who perhaps have had some illness. They may have had a loss in their lives or something or other. Depression can be a big problem, and it's amazing that they can sit down and talk to other men without any fear of worrying about what they're going to say or anything like that.
No.
And that's what makes it a great place.
Well, it's lovely having a chat with you today because I often say g'day to you, but I never actually get the opportunity to sit down and say g'day as such.
G'day,
So,
right,
no, really good, Brian. And
I was also going to say that I was most interested listening to you this morning.
oh yeah,
That, and I think we in Gladstone have to have that sort of vision you're talking about, as far as opening up things for the tourism area. And thank God the shipping, the cruise ships will be coming back into the port before too long.
Yeah.
I believe there's quite a bit of interest being shown, and that'll be a great thing.
Yeah.
And so when this new thing's built up on Auckland Hill, there, and you never know, one day there might be some sort of a quick way to get onto the ships.
well, it's called a zip line. Okay, I planted that thought.
You're not at all interested in that, are you?
Well, sort of. It's a thrill-seeking side of me.
They're lovely to talk to.
Good on you, right? All right, Eru.